Previously on Legacy of Ash.
Look, I didn't vote for the lieutenant governor. Did you?
Well, I didn't vote for him.
Lox, why is your optical receptor blue?
What?
Like my dress?
You can't wear that. I'm wearing the same one.
You don't even know your contact's name.
Look, if I never talk about Grindr again, can we go?
If you never bring up last night again, we'll go.
These coordinates take us to Corvilla.
We now return to Legacy of Ash. First time! So there's this opening shot of a very dark underground dungeon. There's a guard kind of rattles his nightstick along these bars on the doors and says, "All right, lunchtime." And kind of slides a tray of processed food through your door, and then he wanders down a couple steps. No problem, Remy.
How's the wife and kids?
They're fine. They're fine. Thanks for asking. Do you know this guard from before? Did he used to let you and Bria in?
He was one of the ones that was hanging out listening to stories.
Oh, and you know his wife and kids are... Like, he had pictures with his space wallet out. Yeah.
He's just one of those people that can't refrain from showing
Oh my
you.
god, like everyone at a high school reunion ever? Yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah. There's two kinds of people at a high school reunion. People who just have kids and that's their life achievements, and people who don't have life achievements. Perfect. All right, and then so he wanders a couple steps down, and he slides another tray, and you hear this kind of sort of shrill alien voice.
Wow, this is really nice.
Hey, keep it down.
It's a lot better than what I got yesterday.
He runs it across the bar, and then he's, all right, I'll see you, Remy.
All right. Tell Jenny I said hi.
Yep, we'll do.
Sorry.
It's hard. It's hard for me to talk to my wife about you because she doesn't like me working at the prison or working in the basement dungeon.
Yeah, the prison.
I mean,
Shut up, you.
we can't all be heroes, right?
That's
Unless
true.
you wanted to. Wink.
Did you just say wink?
Yeah, I did.
I don't get that.
It's a little dark in here. We can't all be heroes. Wink.
No, we can't wink.
Yeah.
He wants
Maybe
you to let
you
him
can.
know.
Oh, I can't let you out. Jane would kill me if I lost this job.
Damn it, Pablo. You're hopeless, man.
Look, I met you yesterday. Yes, your story's pretty cool.
I mean, of course it is.
Of course it is. And most Corellians have pretty cool stories. Did I ever tell you my cool story?
Well, anyways, I've got a lot of stuff to do in here. If you decide you want to leave me the keys, that would be awesome. Wink.
I'm not leaving you the keys, wink.
All right, well,
He turns around and
wink.
leaves. He turns and leaves.
I hate watching him go, but I love to watch him walk away.
Remy's been in jail for 12 hours and he's already like 3/4 gay. Right.
Remy's a
Pablo
cheat.
does have an amazing ass.
He
though.
does.
Yeah.
Even a straight man can
Jenny certainly
appreciate
thought so.
Sorry.
That's why she married him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is the only reason Jenny goes to baseball games. So.
Pablo plays
Spaceball.
for the Corellian Argonauts. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. Back to dungeon porn. Sorry.
Do you really think that would work?
I mean, it was worth a shot.
You don't think I've tried that kind of shit around here?
I don't even know your name. I don't know what you've tried.
I was like, at this point, I don't think you've seen him either. With the way the room's set up, like, it's way too hard to see him.
Sorry, ma'am, but I don't know you.
The name's Kreeblik.
Kreeblik. Is that
Kreeblik.
alien or something?
Who is it?
Corellians are so insensitive. What is that, alien or something? If it's not Corellian, it's alien or something.
One of those.
What are you, alien or something?
Hey! What'd they get you for?
Messing around with the lieutenant governor's daughter?
Oh, me too. I hear she's a real nice one.
Yeah, well, she set me up to get thrown in here.
I guess that's the fun you play, huh?
I don't even know what you're saying. I'm gonna eat my food.
Hey, you're gonna eat that? You wanna slide it over here?
I literally just said I'm gonna eat it.
Well, if you change your mind, just go across the hallway there.
Alright, Green Dick, if I change my mind, I'll give you some food,
What's that?
okay?
What'd you say?
I said, spleen dick.
What?
Try that?
You sound like you got something stuck in your mouth.
Okay, well,
Is it Pablo's dick?
no, it's this delicious processed food he gave us.
Syrup coming up. Like just green, green baby food on a spoon. But it's really good. Remy hasn't eaten in 12 hours, okay? So, like, he is starving.
Trey just skitters across the floor into your cell. It's just empty.
It has written in the green stuff, it says dick. And I think we cut scene.
I think that's scene.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, we cut back to the Kobolt Krayt interior. There was recently a team powwow. We have Var here. She has some connections, or at least a text message from an unknown number that says, come to Corvilla and don't get stabbed or something.
Just coordinates.
And she coordinates for a very risque deal.
She replies to every text message like this. Even ones that are like, show me
Yeah.
your boobs.
Is this Mike?
Okay.
Mike, you're so funny.
So are you ready to go? When are we supposed to be there?
7.
I look at my chronometer.
It's like 1 p.m. But it is, Corvilla is, it's not too far away. It's probably like, most likely you guys could take like a hyper train and it would probably be about 20 minutes.
Oh. Well, what should we do now?
Maybe 30.
Maybe 30.
Yeah.
If a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and then you have to like get a feel for the place, you know.
Yeah,
It's a
If you miss
tourist
the
trap.
train, it's going to take an hour.
It's a
It's gonna
tourist
go there,
trap
load,
too, so
unload.
yeah. You're gonna have to make sure you guys have time to pick up T-shirts. You know.
Well, Bruto has set up a kind of a dead man switch on this data.
Yep.
So that if something happens, it will go public.
Okay.
And with the remainder of his time before, say, leaving at 5 o'clock.
I think we rolled that last session, right?
I think we did.
And the session and the roll went.
Good.
I
We
thought
died.
it did.
It was
Okay.
okay, but it would take some while for them to
Yeah,
try
Oh,
to
so-
get
that's
back
right.
if it
That's
does
right.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm just going to be making some repairs around the ship
Okay.
while we wait.
Var's
Alright.
gonna go find something else to wear since apparently the captain won't get out of the dress.
Well, maybe the captain was gonna find something else to wear because she's wearing dresses.
Without
This
talking,
is why Bruno is working on this ship.
without talking, they both storm off and
Same
go get
thing.
changed. And they get changed into something new. The same thing.
Captain mesh shirt.
Oh man. So you guys go get changed. Briefly describe how you're looking.
You go first.
Var's just gonna change it to something she already has.
Okay.
So her
I
same.
think, and what's funny too is Var has like an odd number, an extraordinary amount of outfits for who knows why.
Yeah, and she really all carries around this little backpack, so she's always ready for anything.
It's her bug out bag. But it's not useful
But it's just
stuff.
full of clothes, yeah. It's full of clothes and
And her
makeup.
little stuffed animal.
Oh, the.
Twi'lek doll.
Yeah. And what is Triz looking like?
Triz has found some space jeans and
Which are not blue, they're silver, because
Right.
But they're still made out of jean material for some reason.
Yeah, they're space jeans. They were kind of. She found them lying around the ship, and they probably came from something that Var had. So she's like, whatever. And then plain black t-shirts.
Okay, sounds good.
Can those jeans be acid washed?
Yes.
Cool. So you guys are kind of hanging out. Go ahead and make me a mechanics check. And you will only be able to do so much in the kind of afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys also have limited materials because you haven't spent materials. I think it's something like 500 credits per point of hull damage, right?
We are at 400, but yes.
But that's you're
That
at
was-
400 credits is how much you have, or how much damage you need to face.
That's the price. We found that connection.
Oh, that's right. So you're getting met.
The guy with a coupon.
There's so much
it
happening
one
on
of
Crowley
Bango's
that I forget
friends?
about. It's probably Bango's repairs. Like that's one of his employees that gave him the
It's
coup.
Bingo's bolts.
Bango's bolts. That's right. That's right. Cool. So do you guys have monies to? Do you guys have any monies to repair the ship or?
Money? What's that?
Remy
I've
does.
got 463
Somebody should probably
credits.
find him eventually, or
Sell
at least.
Remy. We'll just
or
use
at
Remy's
least-
money.
Yeah.
Took his credit card. I'll flip a destiny point for it.
that he left his
I will
space
flip
ball at
another
home.
destiny point so he doesn't have it. So that gives us.
I think
2
I can
more?
only flip dark to light. So, okay, so we won't be able to do too many repairs, but I guess do you still want to do repairs then if you don't have any credits?
Yeah, I'll still just do what I can.
Just do prep
Doesn't
work.
Triz have credits?
What we'll do is
Like 400.
if you
Yeah, she has
succeed,
20.
then you'll be able to streamline some of the time it takes
That works.
to actually start repairs.
Triz has credits to repair the ship.
Like 463.
So it's more than I
and I
have.
worked hard for that.
Maybe if you returned that $700 dress,
Yeah.
then you would have repairs for the
Captain's
But
gotta make
Captain
some
has to make
sacrifices.
tough choices. Dress to piss off Var, or
How do
ship
you know she
repairs.
didn't just like
Maybe.
sneak out in it or something?
I can
You can
repair
still
the
steal
ship.
clothes and return them. Most probably
thing
every
that
girl in my
people
high
do.
school did that.
Make
Look,
that happen.
I think she's admitting.
I can take
It's a statute
both
of
the
limitations,
dresses
Yeah, it's
and
such, it was
repair
high
the
school.
ship with
Fine.
You only get a
dresses.
gift card back for the store.
You do only get a gift card.
You can store credit. Oh no. Do you guys sell any ship repair parts? No, we're a clothing store.
Would you?
This place is stupid.
Do you know who I can trade this to for ship parts?
Bango shows up. Hey, how's it going?
Good, too. Or the guy who did
Bingo.
push-ups for.
I'll take one part.
Oh, did he die? The lizard guy?
No, he failed. He did
We
not
don't
finish
know
the
his
race.
fate.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, we probably shouldn't go back there. He'd be really mad at you.
He might be out of the desert by now.
He had to hoof it for a
All
while.
the way
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
He's down a finger. and
We flash back and he's like walking his speeder bike right up and like Bango's like cleaning up the catering.
bar.
He's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And he's, that motherfucker. You cut forward.
So what am I looking at for difficulty?
Just to do prep work, we'll say average.
Okay.
Right, just getting a good feel for it. Cool. What is everybody else doing? Are you guys heading out? Because like
Is Anders back yet? From grocery shopping?
Anders never left. Or yeah, he was hanging out. So what had happened is like he did the friendship circle in the middle of you guys. When you
Oh,
were
yeah,
arguing.
yep.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
you guys told him to go clean Vox.
I think he was in engineering with me post.
Yeah, that was
So
pre-fight.
he's probably assisting me with repairs.
He was last cleaning Vox.
Oh, he can clean box. That needs to be done.
Yeah,
that really needs to be
That really
done.
needs to be done.
So,
It looks worse than Captain Mess.
Captain Stain. Past result of Captain Mess.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Didn't we order like a vat size of oxygen clean?
Yeah, from what was his name?
It'll never come out though.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was one of those infomercial guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Try
So-
two success and a triumph.
Oh wow. Okay,
That's
so
that
I'll let you.
infomercial guy's
Here's the
name.
deal. I'll let
Came up
you
with a
with your
Star
triumph.
Wars info.
You find a hidden compartment
With parts.
with parts enough for 1 point of hull damage. So you can actually, if you guys are hanging out on the ship until like evening or so, then
I
you can
have
actually.
no plans to.
Okay, then you can repair 1 point of hull
And we have
damage.
another smuggling compartment.
But this one really smells like feet. Like this one, you open it up and there's like
shit,
just
smells like
foot.
feet.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna find some lone foot in the ship.
You just, it's gonna be dead aliens or stuff, as Remy would put it. So, we're in the dark dungeon once again, and the two of you have been sort of carrying on, off and on, between, to pass the time, not very stimulating conversation. You have since given him... Well, he probably knew your name from all the stories and stuff.
He wouldn't shut up.
He wouldn't shut up.
I've just been telling him stories.
Oh,
so it cuts in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and that's how I found out that she was a he.
I wish I had some bed sheets so I could hang myself.
They took Kreeblik's bed sheets away. So throughout the conversation, how long has Kreeblik been in this underground?
I don't know, man. It could be a month, could be a week. I lost track of time. All I know is I was looking for something to eat in the garbage, and next thing I know, here I am.
Is that why you were arrested? You've been in the dungeon for days, if not longer? Perfect, okay. So there is this loud kind of struggle outside the doors. And one of the guards kind of collapses, and the door opens. And this person in this dark black cloak kind of walks down. They carry themselves very slow, very discreet, and then they kind of look around, and then
Hey,
this,
you're not Pablo.
this light kind of hits their features, and they lower their hood, and it's Bria.
Bria.
She goes, Remy,
Bria.
Remy, what did you get yourself into this time?
Look, I know I showed up late for the park, but that's no reason to send your father at me and arrest me.
What park, what are you talking about?
I sent you some messages the other day, and you said to meet at the park at sunset.
I never got those messages. Did you send them to my old number?
I sent it to
Remy!
the last number I had.
My father has that number, just in case you ever He got me a new comm link about 4 days ago.
And you couldn't let me know?
I didn't know. I don't even. You were gone.
Yeah.
You were in the Imperial Navy. Like, I had no idea.
We were writing letters, though. You could have
Not
mentioned
4
that.
days ago, Remy.
It's true. I wasn't even in the Navy 4 days
Remy,
ago.
you don't write me letters. You send me drawings. Macaroni art at best. I write you letters back telling you how good they look, and I'll put them on my fridge later.
Can I see the fridge?
They're not on the fridge.
You just threw them away, didn't you?
Shut up, you. Kreeblik, damn it.
She kicks the door.
She pulls out a nightstick and rattles the bar. So she pulls out this code cylinder, and she runs it through, and she basically, your door unlocks as well, and she embraces you, and she's like, you guys are like getting. She's like, we don't have much time. We've got to get out of here before my father finds out that I sprung you.
All right, well, let's go.
And then she looks down. She goes,
Hey!
Remy.
What?
I didn't mean spring you like that. Oh,
Sorry. You remember the last time I was down here.
I do, but we have to go. We can't talk about this right now.
Hey!
Well, where's my stuff?
I don't know.
You don't know where your dad keeps my
Kreeblik knows
stuff?
where your stuff is.
What is his story?
Let Kreeblik out, he'll find it.
I don't know. He eats trash? I think that was really all I got from it.
Why are you in here, creature?
I don't even know.
My father is very cruel to these sort of smaller creatures. He likes to pick on them. Have you been tortured yet?
Well, I mean, some might call it torture, but it was kind of fun.
I just call it a Wednesday night.
She code breaks the door for you, and out of the darkness comes a.
He's about 18 inches tall.
It's gonna be my new favorite thing. Var's gonna love you.
He is a Kowakian monkey lizard.
Yeah.
Var's gonna
For those
love
of you that don't know, these are the race that are like in Return of the Jedi, Jabba's pet.
Salacious Crumb
Yes.
is a what's the
A Kowakian monkey lizard.
Kowakian monkey lizard. So that
Depends on how to
little
modify
guy
design.
who's
Var will keep much better track of him than she will of Anders.
okay. So Kreeblik comes out. He comes kind of hoddling out because he's not very coordinated at
Right.
all. Yeah.
The puppeteer's having a hard time.
Jim Henson's like, son of a bitch.
I didn't make these arms bigger.
George doesn't pay me for this shit. He's in a green suit though. It's fine. It's
He's
fine.
got like a gremlin suit. You remember that movie? It was like the gremlins playing poker and they've got like the little 3D suits.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So,
All right, Bria. Here's the first thing we need to do. We need to get my data pad because we're gonna need tunes. Then we need to get my comlink and my blaster. We can depend on the order on that one.
There's some storage lockers up here that we might be able to check.
What? You got Krayt stuff too?
What stuff are you missing?
Krayt doesn't remember.
Okay, we cut to the locker room. There's still the guard passed out, but he's stirring a little bit, so we have to like get out of there. And then we open one locker, we find Remy stuff. We open another locker, and it's just a whole bunch of sex toys. And she's like,
That's not Krayt. I'll take this one though.
"It's the size of you." Yeah. Navarre's really gonna love him. Okay, and we cut the scene.
You do find a little suitcase, though.
It's like the size of a Ritz cracker.
Little suitcase and a hat.
Perfect. What kind of hat?
It's just like a.
It's a fedora. Isn't it? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, perfect.
To fit
It
with
matches the suit.
It's like a
Okay.
1920s mobster.
Yeah.
And so, as you guys kind of sneak out one of the back, this is this sex dungeon, as Remy used to call it. Had this kind of side door that leads out like underground into some bushes out in the corner of the yard. So you guys sneak out. You come out, and it's very much evening. Okay, and we're gonna cut back to you guys who have left the ship now. You're getting ready to head out to Kor Vella. So, are we taking the hypertrain then?
Probably.
Okay, so we take the hypertrain.
We can't afford a cab that far.
That's true. That's true. So the hypertrain is going to be 10 credits for everybody.
Oh my
We
god.
can't afford that.
It's like half my money.
Don't worry, it's tax deductible.
Just keep your receipt.
I thought there were supposed to be government subsidies to make these things cheaper for people.
Bruto hasn't even joined the company yet, though. So.
That's
Bruto
true.
hasn't earned enough money.
And Anders has joined the ship before Bruto has. Through the paper trail.
Anders can recruit you.
Only if I get some money.
It's okay, I'll put you under my line. It'll be much better that way.
Anders is probably not coming with us.
No, Anders is staying back with Vox.
Okay, so Anders and Vox are not going to Kor Vella.
But does
God.
Vox have to come?
I think
I don't
Fox
think
should
so.
stay.
Yeah, Vox
Well-
should stay. Well,
Because you guys are just
I
doing
think-
the coordinates.
yeah.
No, we'll leave him.
Okay.
We want to scope out Corvilla first.
Deal.
To at least kind of know what we're getting into.
Okay. So, I would say that in your previous dealings with him, didn't one of you two get a separate coordinates for his
Where
rendezvous
Vox
location?
needs to go. I think that was
I have
Remy
coordinates
and
for Vox's
Guy.
location.
For Vox's rendezvous, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so you guys get off the hypertrain. The doors kind of open. Welcome to Kor Vella. You step out, and it's just advertisements flaring up. There's spelunking. There's all sorts of excursions that you can go on. Immediately through the doors of this hypertrain, you immediately get a sense that this is a tourist trap city. That there is a million things to do. As you guys kind of get off of the hypertrain, you look around. There's like this. The station just has windows all around, and Kor Vella is a city that's atop this mountainous, jagged kind of terrain. And some of these mountains were manufactured to have flat tops, or they found plateaus or whatever. But they're these lush, sprawling kind of architectural buildings. This architecture is very much different than it would be in Coronet. Coronet is very much a practical city. Every single building or structure is built. It's very ancient, but it's very planned architecture to be very beautiful, very stunning. And there's through the windows you can see bridges running from plateau to plateau, building to building. So it's this kind of labyrinth or maze of this kind of lush tourist setting kind of thing. So you guys step off the train, and it's just the three of you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I'm grabbing a couple of tourism pamphlets.
Okay.
Looking for a few interesting
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, there's a cannabis and Corvilla tour where you can get all of your Avabush spice. There is what are some of the other pamphlets we find?
There's hunting on the cliffs. So it's like rappelling / hunting at the same time.
You rappel down and you shoot birds.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
It's really complex. Yeah.
There's a cross canyon zip line.
I was gonna say there's a zip line.
Yeah, there's two. There's one called Hope You Survive, and there's one called You Will Survive. Yeah.
Bruto takes the you will survive.
What's one more? For some reason,
What
there's
is
an aquarium.
the
Yeah.
space equivalent of like horseback riding?
I
Back?
don't know. Probably, yeah, dewbacks or...
There's like Corellian goats you might be able to ride.
There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, in this mountainous terrain, you probably don't want to go, like... This
But,
is
like,
pretty
there's a
terrifying
canyon
shit. Yeah.
There's like.
But yeah,
tours.
Corellian mountain goats is probably
There we
the
go.
closest thing you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's
But then
some
you also,
rides.
on the front of the pamphlet, there's a goat standing, like, on this 2-inch platform, and it's just a vertical
It's
drop.
looking down.
And
You're
there's-
on its back, like.
There's one guy holding the goat like this, and the goat has the demon
Bruto
eyes.
does not pick that
The
one
code
up.
is the demon.
You forget she's an adrenaline junkie.
That's
Yeah.
true, that's true.
True. So
Yeah.
you would go on the you may survive. zip
Yeah,
line.
there's also like a spelunking one where you can just jump down into this bottomless pit, because everywhere in Star Wars has a bottomless pit. Yeah. Yeah.
Bruto also grabs the aquarium.
Fair enough.
There's
Fair
also a religious tour, like seeing all the different churches. And
Well, and this is an ancient city too. This is actually as old, if not older, than Coronet. This has a lot of historical tours and stuff like that. It has a ghost tour.
Yes. Those are so
Bruno
much
grabs that
fun.
This droid comes over and goes, "Hello, welcome to Kor Vella. How may I assist you on your bountiful journey today?"
Where do we need to go again?
You're the one with the coordinates.
Yeah, but someone take me there.
Where is your destination? Here at Kor Vella.
Can I just like show him the coordinates?
The droid looks down and he says, "Yes, that is the Marketplace Promenade."
Cool, we need to go there.
Just
Well, where is it?
point over there. It's like, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's across.
Big sign.
Yes, it's well farther up into the main part of Corvilla. You guys are on the outskirts right now.
We need to get there.
And who are we meeting?
The guy.
All right. Lead the way.
That guy.
You didn't know where we were meeting after you got drunk.
Look, in this kind of business, when you get an offer like that, you go and hope it ends for the best.
So why
But
are
when
you
you
so
seek
against
someone
going
out-
here?
And don't even ask their name when trying to sell them information like this?
We'll be fine. Let's go.
yes, enjoy your stay in Corvilla.
Are there magnets right nearby?
A destiny point says there are.
You're gonna just take a magnet and just put it on the back of his head.
It's a gift shop magnet.
Oh no! It says "Welcome to Corvilla."
Just on the back of his head. And he's just.
At the top it says "Welcome to Corvilla, home of paradise." Enjoy your stay. And the power's down. You guys are. None of you will ever be droids' rights. I've come to terms with that. No, nobody ever should. Too. Droids aren't people.
Bruno does nothing.
Literally, they're not.
They're not. They're not. They have no souls. Okay.
You make them. Like you buy a kid and you make him.
Okay. Does Var still have one drug? This is.
Var does still have one drug!
I'm just saying, like, you're on
But Var
vacation.
doesn't know the best time to take her one drug.
Every time is the best time to take
Or
drugs.
does Var take one
Take
drug?
drugs, kids.
Is this like cocaine? She gotta go snort it somewhere?
No, this is like drugs that explode in your face and help you see people's.
What is it?
Take
Is
one
it? It's
drug
glitter
and go.
It's
stem?
glitter stem.
I imagine it's like a pixie stick type thing filled with glitter.
I'll allow it. Yep. But it's really
Cool, so
spider
just
web.
eat it?
You
so you
pop
have
it
to
like a-
snort spider web.
Do you eat it or do you
It's-
snort it?
We'll say snort.
Okay. Well, then Var's gonna go.
Snort a spider
Actually,
web.
is there a counter right next to us?
A counter?
It's in a tube, so you just have to
course.
rip the one end open and.
Yeah, you
True.
think
It's
make
It's
it
not.
hard to
You're
consume?
making it too much like pixie sticks. This is high class drugs. Okay?
Drug.
One drug.
It's space drugs. They make it as convenient as possible.
That's true. That's true.
So Var's gonna pull out of her pocket her pixie
Okay.
stick one drug.
Right in the tourist center.
Yup. She's gonna
All
do it
right.
right there.
I'll allow it. Okay.
And she's gonna rip it open in front of everyone because she doesn't care, and she's gonna snort her one drug.
This is for you.
Either you guys are gonna have a lot of fun, or
You're
she's
gonna
gonna
be
hate her life.
babysitting.
Oh, a lot of fun!
Double white or double black?
Double white.
Double white. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Glitterstim real quick
One drug.
because I know that it has specific.
She can read people's minds.
I know that
Yeah,
that's what
possibly
that's what
Kind
we
of just
decided.
like ecstasy.
That's what we
Yeah.
decided with the Force die. So Glitterstim says it's a highly addictive drug with hallucinogenic properties. It adds 3 boosts to all perception and vigilance. So you have 3 boosts to perception and vigilance. So you're paranoid and you notice everything.
I can see sound.
Yeah, it's kind of like ecstasy and whatever drug makes you super paranoid that the cops are going to get you. Aren't you guys super worried about being caught by the police too? Like, is that still a thing? Because I feel like you guys still have
Certain
20
members of the
obligation.
party believe so. But
Oh, do we
Also,
roll
I haven't
for
rolled obligation yet, so let's see what happens.
Is it gonna be Vars? 'Cause that'd be funny.
No, I rolled way too high. I rolled 82. Would you guys get more obligation already?
no.
I mean, you're trying
I
real
like
hard.
XP, okay?
20, 40, 50. Yeah, your threshold is 55. So no obligation today. I would take a moment to just collectively boo.
Boo.
Boo. The double boo. Hit him with the double boo. Okay.
So yeah, Var just took her one drug. I don't know if
Perfect.
you guys have any comments on that.
Okay,
But she
so-
totally did it in front of you.
Immediately, you're overwhelmed with other people's thoughts. Okay. So immediately,
Yeah.
what are you
Among
two
them,
thinking?
you hear, "Goddamn carting idiot!"
Excuse me, that's rude!
And you've done Glitterstim before, so you kind of are able to channel it. So you immediately know that's what Bruto's thinking. What is Triz thinking?
She's like, you have got to be Griffin kidding me. Or something. She's like,
That's
really?
This is her thoughts too. You gotta be Griffin kidding me or something.
Or something.
Like,
Guys, stop worrying! We're gonna be fine!
Man, when Vox finds out that you pushed off without him, he's gonna be super pissed.
He's got that needle from Remy's place.
Ew! You can't share needles! It's the one place. Var hasn't gotten that deep yet.
No.
She doesn't share needles. Not yet,
No,
anyway.
not yet. Not yet. anyways. There's a lot of campaign ahead of
Let's
us.
see what the dice say.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, so you're just kind of completely overwhelmed by
But now
thoughts
I
at
know where we
first,
need to go.
but then you kind of quiet everybody's minds within your head, and there's a lot of because you can go kind of past the surface, right? With one white, we'll say you just kind of sense emotion. With 2, you can actually kind of get thoughts a little bit, and a lot of people are basically on vacation and. Like one guy can't wait to cheat on his wife later, and like there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you're kind of processing. Do you just kind of like say things as you walk out? Do you turn to the guy and the girl and you're like, he's cheating on you?
Yeah, I totally would.
God.
I
And
would.
then there's
Also, he probably only thinks that. So he has money to pay for who, like, 'cause he doesn't know if he's going to be able to pick someone up. So he plans on paying for who he's going to cheat on his wife with.
no, he has
Oh, he
a
has someone
mistress
already?
here in Kor Vella. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm still going to tell his wife that he's cheating on him.
Okay. And so like we cut out of the tours, the door opens and you're like, he's cheating on you,
Yeah,
and then he's like,
totally cheating
no,
on
no, I'm not, no, I'm not. And then, yes, he is, and then there's
Push Vara over to an alley real quick. Did you just really
there's no
park
alleys.
here?
These are just massive
Oh, a corner.
archways. Okay.
Did you just really pop off right here?
Yeah.
In front of all these people?
Yep.
On
Not
our way
again.
to our meeting.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a good time for it.
As like speeders fly by, like one of them's like woo woo woo, trying to pull over somebody else, and oh shit,
You
But
know,
maybe we should keep
we're
going.
trying to lay low.
Yeah, so let's keep walking. Don't we need to go that direction?
I don't know. You're the one with the coordinates.
Yeah.
You know the
probably.
guy's
At this point,
face.
she's just like rubbing the handrail, like, oh, this feels so cool. It's smooth.
And cold.
Bruto just pulls up his map and just goes.
Okay,
Bruno's
so
gonna take us where we need to go.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine.
so it'll take some time to get there through these kind of walkways and stuff like that. It's very much like this sprawling. It's very windy up here. It's kind of brisk. It is midday. I don't know if we have ever set up what season it is, but no, it's not summer, so it's just windy, it's brisk, but the view is just gorgeous. In fact, if anybody has strain, I'll alleviate 2 strain just for you guys kind of feeling pretty cool about where you're at.
Does Var grab?
And I don't think anybody ever even checks strain, so
No.
we'll be fine.
It's been a couple of days since we were in a combat or stressful situation.
So, does Var get strained for taking a drug, though?
No, you're feeling pretty good.
Cool!
Well, for
You're
most
feeling
of us.
pretty good. I think there's negative effects.
Like addiction.
Yeah, like addiction. Well,
I was gonna say, Var's
already
probably, like,
sort of said that she's
obligation.
addicted.
Yeah, but it's also been at least since I hooked up with these guys that I haven't had one, and I had to go find one.
That's true.
So,
Your new friends aren't cool with it.
I didn't really care.
You're a bunch
Do
of
drugs,
squares.
kids.
Bunch
One
of
drug. Just
squares.
do one drug.
You have one friend that would be okay with it, but he's not here right now.
He's in jail.
He's not here right now, and nobody seems to care where he is.
Yeah, it says.
I think I tried to comment on it last time, but
I called him a couple
it
of
says
times.
Glitterstim slowly erodes your mind, burning away nerves and brain.
I'm
In the
sorry,
brain.
she only pushes buttons. She doesn't know which button to push. She at one point knew how to do that.
Okay, so you guys arrive. You guys walk over this bridge. You land in this massive plateau. There's tons and tons of shops, and there's kind of different tiers. It's definitely a place.
Cupcake shop?
Is there a what?
A cupcake shop?
There is. Tony. Did Tony?
It's
Has Tony gone
it's
franchise?
Tony Cupcake's sisters.
Oh, and Tina
Tina
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Tina Cupcakes.
Tina Cupcakes.
Hi.
All right. Unfortunately, one of you two has to be Tina Cupcake. You asked. You're Tina Cupcake.
I asked because I wanted to go buy some.
So you guys walk up, and you hear a heck like a caller out in the distance peddling her wares. What does she sound like?
Cupcakes! Come buy your cupcakes! $5! $5 per cupcake!
Jesus,
What's a dollar?
Tony was given away for free.
Tony, on the other hand, was at the docks
That's true.
I'm at a
compared to
tourist location.
Oh yeah,
Disneyland.
Of course. Tina's Cupcakes, $5, five credits.
$5
Yeah,
credits.
well, Kor Vella used dollars. It's a
Five
real
credits.
fancy place. Yeah.
$5 credits
It's
per
part of the
cupcake.
tourist feel. You can exchange your credits
you can
for
exchange your
dollars.
credits for dollars. Yeah. But the exchange rate is terrible. Yeah.
They don't work anywhere else. It's like tokens at an
They're worse than
arcade.
Republic Dictaries, right?
Open credits.
Only credits. So you guys walk into the main marketplace. There are shops and buildings and restaurants and bars and cantinas. This place is just a nexus of people and vendors and venues and stuff like that. And your coordinates just bring you to the center of the marketplace, where there's this magnificent fountain that is made of this Durasteel kind of modern art sort of thing. It has volleys of waters coming all this way and that way, stuff like that. So it's very elaborate, very illustrious.
So this fountain in the middle really reminds Bruto of many pictures he's seen in the past of the flowing sands or the flowing crystal. What is it? It's the religious site on Tatooine.
Okay.
So he's taking a minute to look at it and just kind of reflect, remembering some of the old teachings.
Okay. Deal. To everybody else, that just looks like you.
Yeah,
standing
no,
by.
he
Okay.
walks up to the fountain and he's just like,
So there's like benches. Would you probably sit down and just hang out for
If
a
there's
moment?
one nearby.
Okay. Yeah, there definitely is. Kind of a dead end. What do you do?
Var's gonna go sit with her feet in the fountain for a second.
Okay.
She follows Var. So where is this guy?
I don't know.
So you walk up. You take off your boots.
Yeah,
You-
no,
yep,
she takes off her
put your
boots
feet,
and her socks and she puts her feet
and
in.
this is probably incredibly taboo. This is not that kind of fountain.
Bruto is very offended by that,
Okay.
given that like he's reflecting on a religious monument.
Just put your feet into his
So
god.
he just reaches over and just pushes her back off the bench.
So you fall, feet wet.
What was that for?
You're still on your back.
This is not a place for that. This is a place for.
It felt
She's not
really
getting
good
back
though.
up, though.
It
This is a
felt-
place for
She's gonna lay
solemn
there.
meditation.
Okay.
Fine, then I'm meditating on the ground.
Yeah, the stone below you is very cold. Yeah.
She likes it. It feels good. She's gonna start moving her legs like she's gonna make a snow angel.
Twi'leks not like it? Because they come from Rylok,
Yeah,
which is
so
like
you have very
the
much
sun.
a heat affinity rather than cold affinity.
She's still gonna stay on the ground.
Okay. She's super high right now. She is. It is hitting her like a ton of bricks.
It's blacktop.
It feels cold, but it is not.
You got Triz, you're babysitting one girl.
Alright. Far, get up and find this guy.
I'm assuming we're just gonna wait for him to find us.
Roll me perception, because you know what he looks like.
Oh, I get a +3!
She sees everything.
How
It
well?
doesn't mean necessarily you see him.
Not at all. Not at all.
What's my
Bruto
difficulty?
just very stoically is just.
Do I have a difficulty? What's
With
my
time, all things come.
Gotcha. Your difficulty to find him in this marketplace is probably daunting, if not formidable. So I'm gonna say 3 purples and a red.
I get to roll so many dice.
And I'm gonna give you a setback because you're freezing now.
Not on your ass.
I did sit up, so I am like crisscross up.
With one boot on.
Damn!
Despair.
Where will you be with
Good.
success in?
Lack of success.
Lack of success, 2 advantage, 1 despair.
Yep.
That.
3 advantage.
3 advantage. So you have lack of success, 3 advantage, and a despair icon. So you fail to find him. You have 3 advantage, and a despair. So how would you like to spend your despair?
I don't know. Do you have any recommendations?
I'd love for you to talk to a Corsac officer thinking that he's the infochant.
Okay. I'll do that.
But she knows what he looks like.
But
True, I do know what
it
he
was
looks
it was
like.
dark. I mean, she failed to find him, but she did despair. Unless anybody has a better despair. No? Okay.
What if
I was gonna
she
say
finds
I
a drug
peed in the
dealer?
fountain.
To further enable her.
I don't know if that's a despair so much as a triumph, though.
I guess that depends on how you look at
That
it.
is absolutely true. So, you think you see him. You walk over. It's a guy in, like, full uniform. He has a blaster rifle. And you walk up to him, and you're like, okay, you ready for the deal?
Yeah. So are we ready to exchange this here?
Ma'am?
Yes. Sir.
Exchange...
Sir.
Is there...
Do I notice?
I was like, do either of these two notice?
That could
Do
be
I
the
still?
advance.
Did I pick up my boot, or did I just leave my boot at the?
Your
Am I
boots-
walking
your
around
boots-
with one boot
yes,
on and one
very
boot
much so.
off?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because you're like, oh, there he is, and you wander off. So
pretty
yes,
much-
you guys are probably in tow. And there's, of course, that guy. It's like, ma'am, are you okay?
Yeah, are we ready to exchange?
Put a
Exchange
hand
what?
on her shoulder.
What?
Just pull her back. Like, here's your boot. I'm sorry, officer. She's having a little too much fun too early.
It's, I mean, I get that sometimes, but make sure you guys try not to disturb any of the peace. This is
We'll
a
keep a
quiet
tighter
time.
leash on her.
Thank you. Move along.
But I thought we needed to talk to him.
That's
no,
not
we
the
don't
right
need to
person.
talk to him.
Even
Okay.
I can tell that it's not the right person. And I'm just like sitting there like, oh my god.
Do you see the gun and badge he had?
I thought those were just for decoration.
No, no, they're not.
All infochants wear badges and guns and helmets and body armor. Duh.
Decoration. It's so he blended in more.
Blended in as a Corsac officer?
Yeah, it's the perfect
You do not
disguise.
appreciate the thoughts coming from Bruto right now.
What's your advantage? You have 3 of them.
I don't know. Can my advantage be that the guy saw us? That we're actually supposed to meet?
No, because that would result in successes.
Oh.
However, you are incredibly hungry, and you see an amazing-looking restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go eat there. Why are we shaking our head?
Because we
We
all
didn't
know
come here
how
to
this is
eat.
gonna end.
I look at my chronometer.
Pay for her
What do we got
meals?
for time?
Probably 6:52.
We
It's
don't
actually,
have time.
I would probably say it's like 6:55. Yeah, it's pretty close.
We don't have time to eat.
Let's go back at the fountain
Can we do it after?
and wait there.
We can do it after.
Can we eat after? Can we eat there after?
We can do it after.
Yes.
Like just
Can
but-
totally
yeah,
tell Bruto is
there,
lying to
but
you.
like that one.
Yes, but we need.
But like no,
we
but
need to wait
no, but
for this
him,
guy.
but like that one.
He's okay with it because I'm okay with it.
But
now
he's
we
not.
need to get this guy.
But he's not okay with it. I don't think you're really okay with it.
Like at this point, Triz is so.
Will you buy me a cupcake?
fed up.
Cupcakes, get your cupcakes. 5 credits.
I reach over and I take your cred pouch. And I'm like, sure.
I don't know if people in Star Wars have cred pouches. That's so D&D. I think it's just a
They
cred
got a
chip.
chip.
It's like pocket.
Do they all keep like the zipper pull for their cred chips?
It's like a credit card in your pocket. So unless you want to fish a credit card out of her pocket, you might get stung by a needle. I don't know what that is. She doesn't share them.
do
She
not
just
wanna
uses the
reach
same
into
one
her pockets,
repeatedly.
yeah.
Yeah.
She just pulled glitter stim out of nowhere and just popped it. I don't know what she's got in there.
I don't know where this bitch has been, where she's going.
Bitches love cake. Will you buy her a cupcake?
Captain.
So Triz takes out 5 credits and is like, "Go pick your cupcake."
Okay.
Right. So she goes over to Tina Cupcakes, and you guys are kind of hanging out, and a
Keeping an eye on her. 'Cause
Yeah.
She doesn't wander off to any
Yeah.
other security forces.
so a drawl, which is a very short, furry looking guy. So a drawl comes up to you guys, and to the two of you while she's off at Tina Cupcakes, picking whatever you.
So it's
you
like
go up to-
this. It's like the smallest cupcake that she sells, but it's got like the most frosting on it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mountain of frosting.
Yeah, it's called the Gutbuster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
That's what I
Yeah,
found.
yeah.
It's just gonna go straight to her lagoon.
I was gonna say, your poop the next 3 days is gonna be just rainbow colored.
It's just
gonna be-
frosting.
It's gonna be horrible.
It's like
All
the
right.
commercial for the squatty potty.
I don't know what that
But I
is.
also
I
have.
don't want to
what
know
that
either.
is.
Culture.
I don't.
I
know.
unfortunately
You do.
also know.
I
what
don't
that
want to
is.
know. Okay,
gosh.
moving along. Drawl. A short little gentleman approaches you. My drawl voice. You guys here for your reservation?
What?
Your reservation.
Can I come back out at this point with my cupcake?
1 second.
What reservation?
Your reservation at the Nule Cafe. And you look over his shoulder, and he points, and it's the same restaurant that she wanted to go eat at.
Yes.
Party of 2.
3.
Okay. Well, grab your companion and follow me. She comes back. Steady. It's like the
Yeah.
shitty ice cream
Yeah,
cone.
like,
It's
you can't,
the
like-
frosting is swaying.
I can't move it.
Yeah.
So
Come on,
Eat it
Var.
now, we're working.
gonna get food. You
Where are
gotta
we
finish
going?
that up. It's a surprise, but you gotta eat that first.
okay. And she just takes all the frosting off
Oh
and
my
eats it.
god.
It doesn't even touch the cake.
Doesn't even
Oh,
touch the
God.
cupcake. Nope. I offer it to the short little furry guy. Would you like the cupcake?
No, ma'am, I would not like your
Are
cupcake.
you
Just
sure?
eat your cupcake.
I am
I
positive.
ate the part.
eat.
I ate the part that I wanted.
If you're ready, please follow me.
Are we following him?
Yes.
Okay.
He turns and takes you guys to the Nule Cafe. So you guys walk up. There's a huge line outside this beautiful. It's very simplistic in nature, but it's kind of one of these restaurants that has a very simple interior, but it has a line out the door because you know the food is good. So you guys kind of skip past most of the line. There's a bouncer. He's kind of standing there. This big, gruff-looking alien. They on the list? Yeah, they're on the list. And then so you guys walk into the restaurant, and you guys are seated in this kind of corner circular booth. And
As we pass the bouncer, I just give him a stern nod.
he just eyeballs you. Not impressed. So you guys are seated, and no waiter comes to take your order. Time passes. You guys are incredibly bored.
We are not skipping out on this bill.
We haven't even got food yet.
So
And no one cares about dining and ditching.
we'll say that a female Salonian approaches, and she has menus, and she kind of hands each one of you a menu, and you immediately open it up, and these prices are ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, you could probably repair a part of the ship with the bill of this restaurant. And she says, "Welcome to Nule Cafe. Can I take any drink orders?"
Ooh, yeah.
I'll
I
have
want a
water.
drink.
Tap.
Not. I'm sorry, we only have bottled water. She goes,
Flip to the last page really quick.
found in the peaks of or taken from the streams of Kor Vella itself.
That's okay.
It's like Fiji water on drugs, right? I'll just be thirsty, thank you.
Strongest whiskey you have.
Of course.
Putting it on the corporate visa.
And for the lady,
I'll take the same as the captain.
2 whiskeys,
Make it 3. He needs one too.
3 whiskeys. Right away. And she steps away, and she is a orange Solonian, and Solonians are very very much like tall cat people. She's like 6 foot tall.
Bruto is very interested.
Bruto almost chases her away. He's like, "No, keep it together." Have you taken a moment to review the menu? Are you ready to order?
Captain, what are you getting? I thought we were eating until we met the guy we were supposed to
It's
meet.
like $80 a plate. 80 credits a plate.
Space steak or whatever.
Have you got a
With
grilled
space.
cheese sandwich?
Macaroni and cheese, please.
Take the chicken fingers.
He looks at the appetizer menu because he knows
I
that
can get by on nachos.
He just chips and salsa. Keep it coming. No, there's just bread and butter. And you're like, oh,
I'm
it's still 20 credits, but it's cheaper and it's still
I was thinking the rest of
Space equivalent of steak and shrimp.
Nerf slice.
oh my god. So that's like $120, 120 credit plate. Okay.
Nerf and turf.
Nerf and turf. Done. And
Var already knows that she's gonna get yelled at for not paying
Nerf
the
and
whiskey,
surf.
so she's gonna decide to not get a meal, but she's probably gonna steal off of hers when she's not
okay.
looking.
no, you don't know that yet. She's already
Captain,
reading her
don't
mind.
share.
Okay. You are reading this woman's mind, and you can tell that she is not a waitress.
Okay.
And so she takes your order. She walks away.
We should probably follow her.
Huh?
Why?
What?
Bruto's slapping up some bread and butter.
Some free bread, right?
She doesn't work here. We should follow her.
I look at the whiskey. She
We should-
doesn't work here.
Oh god.
Just gonna scoot it forward.
Triz picks
Was she
it up
dressed
and-
the same as all the other waitresses? Like,
She definitely works here. She is
but
not
like
a waitress.
not a waitress
Yeah.
though. Like, do all the waitresses have like a uniform? It's very.
Now that you look around and notice it,
Yeah.
she's
the
not wearing.
bartender. We're sitting in the bar, right?
No, we're not. We're staying in a booth.
They've had booths in the bar. Had you ever been to Applebee's?
It's called Spaceabees.
Special, yeah.
Apple Space?
Apple Space.
Apple Space. It also sounds like apple sauce, and now I want applesauce. Okay.
We should see where she goes.
She goes back
I
into
watch
the
where
kitchen.
she goes.
She goes back to the kitchen.
We should go into
Probably
the kitchen.
just put in our order.
Let's
I
eat
don't
first.
think so. People are so boring.
Boring is safe.
Boring is not
I'm
safe.
hungry. I want my. I want
Nerf
my
and surf.
food. Yes.
Fine. But when she
I'm
comes
looking
back,
forward
we're
to that
following
grilled
her.
cheese sandwich.
You didn't order it.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's all I can afford.
And even then, it was 35 credits.
I had to take the bus. Captain, can you spot me a few credits?
Yeah.
I'll leave the
Captain, are you
tip.
paying for this meal?
Not for yours.
Didn't
First
order
mate
anything.
privileges.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
shut up. I really want to follow her, so can I get up and go into the kitchen?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping you. Unless you're
so-
buckled in for some reason.
Maybe.
She's sitting on the inside with Captain.
Oh, no. She goes
I just-
under the
yeah, I
table like
do.
a toddler.
I do, yep. I crawl under the table to go into the kitchen.
Okay, you get up and you walk into the kitchen. And there's a guy who's like, "You're not supposed to be back here."
I think it's fine. I came to talk to that lady. She just walked in.
Fiona?
Orange cat lady?
Oh,
So
oh
racist.
hell no!
You can't say that.
He grabs you by your shirt and he walks
I'm
you.
sorry.
He walks you back to the office. And
Oh, I still
yeah,
know where I'm at.
so he pounds on the door, and she opens the door, and he goes, Fiona.
Beautiful lady. She's beautiful.
She's looking for this cat lady.
I said beautiful, thank you.
She goes. She says, "Thank you, Gregor. Please follow me." She
Okay.
reaches out your hand. You take it. You guys walk in. Yeah, and so she says, "At this point in time, I'm sure you can understand that I'm very skeptical of what you might have to offer me."
I can understand that. I may have made a bad decision before coming to this deal. But we've got some great information. You should go get my 2 friends. They didn't believe me. They didn't want
Captain,
to
I
follow
don't
you.
think she went to the bathroom. Did you see where she went?
I was sitting here drinking.
You
I
look
wasn't
down at the
paying
booth,
attention.
and there's still a boot.
Go check the bathroom
Worst
for her
business
then.
deal ever. I can't check the bathroom for her.
Sure you could, and nobody would notice.
I'm not checking the bathroom for her.
Um,
Bruto is a gentleman.
She's just like, fine, I'll go look. And she takes the whiskey with her, and she just like walks into the bathroom, checks underneath the stalls.
Doesn't see a boot and a blue foot.
Nope. She does, but it's not bars. Like
The boots don't match
the
up.
boots don't.
It's either she's got 2 left feet or...
Come back to the booth. She's not in there.
At this point, it's been a few minutes. Okay, we're gonna cut back here real quick. She says, "What exactly do you have for me?"
Well, you see, it's my friend. It's the bigger one. He's furry.
Yes.
Yes.
The Platonian.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got information to sell.
Yes, that's what we're here to do. I thought you were the one setting up the meeting, and now you're
But
telling...
he needs to be here too, though.
Look, I'm having a hard time taking you serious, and now you want to get your friend... You're really embarrassing me, and you're embarrassing yourself.
I'm sorry.
What information do you have? And then maybe we go
Something
get your
about
friend.
planets blowing up. You know, there's that planet.
Yes,
a few days ago?
Alderaan.
Yeah, there's some proof of that.
Of it blowing up. Yes, well,
Of
every
who did
spacer
it?
who's... And who exactly did it?
There's a video of who did
Dear
it.
girl.
I think you should watch it.
Your friend has this video. Gregor? Yeah, boss. Go get the other 2. Cut to you guys getting
Wait.
escorted.
But
Food come out yet?
yeah, it has, and Triz is taking it with her, and she's just kind of like, nah. It's expensive shit. She wants it.
So we cut to in this kind of shadier office. We have Var and Bruto at the
Did
main
you bring
chairs,
my boot?
and Triz
Triz in
at
the
this
back.
table in the back just eating food. I hear you have footage of sorts that you're looking to sell.
I just kind of glare at Var.
I told you I was
Maybe-
here to set something up. This is me setting it up.
We do have some information that might be desirable by certain parties.
Yes, I might be one of those parties, and if I'm not, I certainly know who would be. What do you have? Stop wasting my time.
We have proof that the Empire destroyed Alderaan.
It's a bold claim. Do you have the video with you?
I show her some of the sensor readouts.
Okay. It's from, so you have, like, metadata from the ship
Yeah, so like
as well as
I've
video
cut
footage.
pieces.
Okay.
You know,
so
just
she
a
says,
taste.
yeah. So she says, all this reflects as energy readings taken the same time.
These energy readings
This-
are
A
10
reactor.
orders of magnitude greater than anything the Imperial fleet could produce.
This doesn't prove that the Imperials did anything. It proves that there was a massive energy buildup and Alderaan exploded.
And of course, because these are all like, what was the movie? They like can alter the computer screens. Minority Report.
Yeah.
They're all Minority Report screens.
Of course, of course.
So I just kind of roll my eyes and flick the video up.
Yep. And there's a light that starts flashing on her desk, and she goes, "One moment." She kind of punches in some buttons, and she goes, "Okay, continue." Are you looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have heightened perception, so go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I can see everything.
It's just going to be an average check. Are you hiding the fact at all that you're trying to see what she's typing or punching in?
A little bit.
Okay. So you will have a setback
I
because
did
you're
eat some
kind
of the bread
you're
that was
kind of
at the table.
periphering, right? But so you're going to have just 2 difficulty. There you go.
Okay, penguins get clubbed.
Looks like you don't succeed.
Damn.
You actually have a complete wash.
Damn.
Would you like to flip the destiny point and reroll?
Is that okay with everyone else?
Sure.
Yes.
So there's only 1 life point left then?
Yeah.
What do we flip the first one for?
Abusing a droid.
Oh! I got a triumph.
And you succeed. You actually
3 success, 1 triumph.
3 success and the triumph symbol. Okay, so you succeed, and basically the report that she got says all of their information has been copied to our data servers.
Okay.
Your triumph tells you that she is not going to sell you out to any sort of Imperial or Corsac entity, but she has all of your information.
Okay.
Okay.
She's still showing the video to him?
So you threw up the video on the big screen, and it starts playing, and sure enough, it's shaky, like it's off kilter footage of this Lambda drifting slowly through space, and it shows the Death Star power up and fire on Alderaan, and the Alderaan explodes, and she goes, "Interesting. And this footage hasn't been doctored or manipulated in any fashion.
Not at all.
This information will cause a lot of emotions, which is probably why you've been so, well, for better or for worse, secretive with it.
Needless to say, it's very delicate.
How much are you looking for this information?"
You seem like someone that can get things.
I absolutely am the type of person that can get things.
We would like 5,000 credits, and I show her a list of parts we need for the ship. And these parts.
These parts are fairly easy to come by. Corellian make, I'm assuming, your ship?
Yes, it is.
She kind of punches in something. A 1930. The Kobolt Krayt? Yes, that is the name.
No? What's our transponder actually read?
I don't think you ever designate. It will be a 1930, yeah, but the name would be different.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Big Blue?
Old Blue.
Old Blue, yeah. Is that what you say?
Old Blue.
Once again, we shouldn't take time to waste each other's. You don't think that all of your information was taken from you the moment you stepped into this restaurant?
She probably already has that.
And you're still staring at her data pad built into her desk?
Mm-hmm.
I already have this footage from you. Let's not waste time. From here on out, this is all a formality.
This is the ship you're looking for.
What's the ship you're looking for? Wait,
The,
sorry.
the one that she said.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I'll tell you what. The 3 of you... She looks back at the captain, kind of like eating still. She's like, you're very much an embarrassment to info gathering, but you're
We
the
have
same.
good information.
You have good information that I now possess.
Yes,
Yes,
you should pay us for it.
I should, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I will. Here's the deal. You guys are the perfect kind of idiots that I might want to work with in the future. I'm sure in time I'll understand how you came upon this information, but for now, I have more pressing things to do. So I will give you your 5,000 credits, and I will arrange for these parts to be brought to your ship in the starport, and we will call that a deal for the Death Star footage. In the future, I may call upon you to do certain things for me. Of course, they will be paid. Is that agreeance?
We always like new business partners.
Triz has her mouth full and she's just like, mm-hmm.
Can I get my boot back from that booth? I think there's people sitting at it again.
How would you know?
We've been here for a while.
Because you're reading minds, you're like,
Yeah.
whose boot is this? And you're like,
Just sit someone at our table. My sandwich is there.
You didn't bring it with you though?
No.
He's the only reasonable one.
So she says, go enjoy the rest of your dinner. I will be in contact with you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, well, not for me. You can understand.
I just kind of escort these two out.
old druggie no boots, and old takes her dinner plate with her to a business meeting, and scene. Jesus. Oh man.
That was the fastest Nerf and Surf I've ever seen served, though. That was like 5 minutes and it was at the table.
Yeah. Well, that's because she was back.
See, the
Yeah.
trick is they kind of pre-cook everything.
Oh,
For being a big fancy restaurant, they have to have a lot on hand.
Space Bees, everything is already microwaved. And they just bring
This
it
is
out.
way
not
higher than
the
Space
Draknul
Bees.
Cafe does not microwave.
Space
All right.
microwave.
This is like a little.
Space growave.
This is like a diner with like 5 booths, but a line out the door.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back to outside the restaurant. You guys have finished eating.
I did put my boot back on.
You guys did not. You were not brought a bill. Yeah.
So
Real dining and ditching!
Bruto finishes his whiskey.
It's almost a celebratory
He's he's eating all of his sandwich and fries,
Yes.
and after the bill doesn't come for a while, just kind of drinks it.
Okay. Deal. So you guys, we cut to outside the restaurant. It's probably been about an hour since, so it's getting a little bit later in the night.
I'm gonna try and call Remy again.
Okay.
I mean, even he can't have, night after sleeps this long. He's probably hungover, but I mean, come on. Sun's going down.
Okay. It goes to voicemail. No answer. It goes immediately to voicemail.
I
It's
hang up and
powered
call
off.
again.
It's powered off, so.
I leave my voicemail. Hey, Remy, it's Bruto. We haven't seen you in about a day, so I haven't seen you been busy on Facebook or anything. Haven't checked in anywhere.
Check in
Got some good
at
news.
Lieutenant Space Dungeon.
But it's better to be done in person than over the phone. So give me a call. You know the number. Be out.
Beep. Okay. So you guys could check out the kind of rendezvous point.
How much is the zip line?
It's closed for the evening, unfortunately, at 8 p.m., yeah.
That's when it's best, when the sun is setting.
The sun is set.
In the
It's-
absolutely won't die side.
The sun has set. It is a little bit longer in the tooth for the seasons.
What about the aquarium?
The aquarium has a after dark tour. Yeah.
But it's a private thing tonight there.
No, it's just more expensive. Yeah,
Oh.
it's an adult only kind of thing.
How expensive?
20 creds per person. You actually walk to the aquarium and you. Oh.
my chip hasn't. It takes like 3 days for the credit transfer to go all the way over.
Okay.
You know, because it's a large transaction, so the
yeah.
bank holds the funds
There
to
you go.
verify.
There you go. Yeah. So.
So yeah, Bruto wants to check out Vox's mission location.
Okay. We're going to, as you guys kind of start heading out that way, we're going to cut back to you guys.
Okay.
It's you, Bria, and
Kreeblik.
Kreeblik. And so, what have you guys done since having left the sex dungeon?
We raided her father's alcohol kind of stash.
No way, man. Like,
No?
You guys had to go.
All right, then we took
You
off.
really want to escape jail?
All right. No, okay.
Okay.
So we go back to the...
I'll take that back. You can if you want to, but you're going to end up in jail most likely.
We're just going to go straight back to the Kobolt Krayt.
Okay.
Nobody's there, so I
Anders and Vox were left there.
Well, Anders and Vox is, but that's still nobody.
Oh,
Is there still someone looking for?
Anders is your friend too. Like, I know you roleplay him and you hate roleplaying him, but
Did Bangles guy come back looking for someone to pay for his lawn chair?
But I power the ship up and I say, I learned this from my dad. If anyone's looking for us, this will throw them off. And I power the ship up, and it like goes up, and I move one space over and put it back down.
Anders and Vox are very confused.
and then so as you land and power everything off, right? Anders and Vox come up, and Vox looks like he just got the oil bath of his lifetime without any oil. Yeah, but Anders is like, Master Novus, welcome back.
Yes, forgot that. Good. Yeah, it's good to be back.
Who's the lady?
Oh, this is Bria.
Bria's quite the broad.
Bria and Anders introduce each other, and Vox is like looking at Kreeblik, and they're just kind of like staring at each other. And he goes, "Wah wah."
How do you do?
Well, this is awkward. Anyways, do you have any food for us ready?
Oh boy, real food.
I didn't know I was supposed to. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Master Novus.
It's okay,
Master
Anders.
Novus.
I'll let you go this time.
What is this nerd
And
shit?
Bria hits you, and she goes, "What are you treating this poor man like this for?
It's just like a thing we do.
Is
at
he your
school.
slave?"
No, of course not. It's just a thing we do. It's... Look, he's interning for us, okay?
Interning for who?
Wow, sounds like a pretty terrible internship.
And it's just like, oh, nope.
Those are up in my purse.
He lost them somewhere
He
on the
did
ship.
not,
He
no.
lost them on the
Found him in
ship.
a
No.
smuggling compartment.
in a shredder. Yeah. So, Bria basically turns to you and she goes, "Remy, I have a lot of questions. Are you? I thought you were in the Imperial Navy. What are you doing on Corellia?"
Some bad stuff happened in the Navy and I left.
What do you mean you left? You can't just leave the Navy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stay there either. After seeing what they did,
You're a deserter?
I mean, I like to call myself a hero, but... Look,
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, the Empire is corrupt. It's wicked. I was at Alderaan when it blew up, Bria. It wasn't the rebels that blew it up. It was the Imperials.
I wonder if my father knows about this.
Well, I told him.
Holy carking hut spawn! That blew up!
Oh my goodness, I forgot you were here.
Oh,
How long have I been in prison? I was just on Alderaan!
I don't even know where to go.
Anyways, after seeing what they did and knowing their total lack of respect for any life form, I couldn't stay there anymore.
Why did you come back to Corellia? You know they're going to be looking for you. I'm surprised my father didn't turn you over to the imps himself.
Yeah, but the thing is, no one would expect to find me on Corellia.
Remy,
Only
that's
a moron would go to
Remy,
back to
that's
their
what
home
Corellians
planet.
would think.
Only a moron would go back to their home planet.
Remy's
That's
in the right
first place they
place
would look for him. Knowing that, they would know I wouldn't go back to Corellia.
You have to leave Corellia as soon as possible.
I will. As soon as my crew gets back, we're out of here. I promise.
How did you end up with this ship?
It's a long story. Pedro knows. You know Pedro? Told him last night.
Yes, I stunned Pedro.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well,
Guy had it coming.
Pedro can be a little rough. I mean, Jenny really levels him out, though.
Anyway, to make a long story short, I broke a bunch of people out of this giant moon base that the Empire has. They call it the Death Star. It's a really cool name, but at the same time kind of dumb.
My father was telling me about this station. It's labeled DS1.
Yeah. And so we broke out of there and went to Duro, traded in our stolen spaceship from there for this spaceship.
You stole a spaceship from the Imperials.
How else are we going to get off of it?
I
not
don't
like-
know. Like, I
It's
don't
not
even
like I
know
had a
your
personal
friends.
car.
I don't even know. Like, you have to understand, Remy. This is a lot to take in.
I know.
I just got a macaroni picture from you 2 weeks ago, and everything looked fine.
A lot has happened and a lot has changed
And
really fast.
Where's your friend, Leebach or Lo?
Oh, he made a heroic sacrifice. He,
Like in Dread.
yeah. So meta. He sacrificed himself so that the rest of us could escape. It's Lorbo, by the way.
Sorry. I couldn't remember his name, and for a second I thought you couldn't either. Okay. So, yeah, so we'll kind of wrap up this scene soon.
Fair enough.
So, what are you still? Why are you still on Corellia? You're waiting for your crew. Where are they? Is this not your crew?
Well,
And
this
she
is-
looks down to this beat up janky droid and this idiot bartender with like.
I mean, these guys are around, but they're not like the crew.
Womp.
Hey!
And Anders goes, I paid the membership fees.
Yeah, but you still have like 500 more to go before you get voting rights, remember?
Oh, don't tell me it's how this ship's set up.
It is. Would you like to join us? It's only 50 credits.
It's a scam.
Yeah, Remy said.
knows
Remy
it's
said
scam.
people would say that. Remy said people would say that. Bria turns to you. Did you take this man's credits?
No. He gave them to me.
She hits you again.
Ow!
So, yeah. All right. I think we're gonna. I don't know. I think we're gonna cut back to you guys. Yeah. So we'll come back to you guys, and you guys have arrived. There is this bridge that goes over to a sort of villa complex. It's very much like a tourist alcove, kind of like a resort alcove. And there's these villas on cliffside, each one kind of around this large plateau. There's these beautiful villas, like resting just on a cliffside, right? And the coordinates have you going to one of the villas for the rendezvous.
I've gotten on the internet.
The
HoloNet.
HoloNet, yeah.
Gotten on the
On a
HoloNet.
roll
And set
tonight.
my deactivate system, or
And the what?
deactivate code to my dead man switch
Okay,
so that it doesn't go public.
okay, deal. And so you guys are kind of looking at the villa, and the front door's wide open. What do you
Let's
do?
see if anyone's home.
Var goes walking into the villa.
Var, you really need to put your boot back on.
I'm good.
Just follow.
Will you hold on to that for me?
Just throw it at her.
Do you really throw it at her?
Just
Do you pick up your boot?
I do pick up
Okay,
my boot.
pick up your boot, but you just carry it with you?
I really like
Okay.
those boots.
What were you saying?
She's just like, Var, not again.
And I didn't eat at the last place, so I'm gonna eat here.
Okay, so you guys walk into this villa. It's gorgeous inside. The lights are all off. As you flip the light switch, you open to this devastated room. It's clearly been turned over or the signs of a struggle, and there's green blood everywhere. And with that, we are going to call that a scene.
We'll just flick that light back off.
And that's our session. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon, and we will see you next week. Woo! We're done with one.
There's no bounds.
Woo! That was
Oh,
hard.
Jesus.
That was rough. Yeah, I had totally forgotten Lorbo's name.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, who?